Hello Year 1, it is Tuesday the 2nd of February and this is your topic lesson for today. We're going to look at a very interesting character, okay, and first of all we're going to have a look at a picture of him and I want you to have a guess who he is and maybe what he did. So let's start the show. There we go, so this is the man here. Here he is. Now who do you think he is? What do you think he did? What did he do? Have a guess, it could be anything. Okay, I doubt whether you recognise him. Let's see. His name was William Morris. Now, William Morris once said, "Have nothing in your house that you do not know to be useful or believe to be beautiful." So I guess what he's saying there is if you look around your house, if it's something that is no use at all or isn't beautiful, then you shouldn't have it in your house. Okay, that was his words. Okay. Now, who was William Morris? He was born on the 24th of March, 1834, so almost 200 years ago. And he was the son of a very wealthy businessman. He was going to become a priest, but in the end, he decided to devote his life to art instead of becoming a priest. He became a poet, an artist, and a manufacturer, so he was very busy. He had lots of friends who were writers, poets, and artists. His career in designing started when he decorated his own house in London. We've learned a bit about London. London's a capital city. London's the capital city of, which one was it? England. Well done. Now, William Morris, he made stained glass windows. Now, if you've been to churches or cathedrals, you may see some of these. Now, he's not made all of them, okay, but some he did make. So this is what he liked to do, okay. He designed and made stained glass windows. He also made patterned wallpaper. Again, here's some of the examples here. Can you see anything that they all have in common? Okay, something that's quite samey about them all. Okay, maybe we'll come on to that later. He also made tapestries. Okay, so these are very beautiful and probably took a very long time. Okay, again, they look very beautiful. Okay, so his style. William Morris is very famous for his wallpaper designs. He created some beautiful designs, the likes of which people had never seen before. So during his life, lots of wallpaper in houses was very plain, maybe just all white or all cream, just no patterns at all, very plain. Okay, now he lived in what was known as the Victorian era, and during this time lots of factories were being built all across big cities and especially in London. So because the factories were being built there, lots of people moved out of the countryside to move into the cities to get the jobs. And because of this, obviously people began to miss the countryside that they were used to. So wealthier people did have gardens, but they still wanted to feel a little bit closer to nature. Okay, now the designs he created were of floral patterns, and that's what I was trying to get you to look at before. When I said if you could see anything in common with those three patterns, they're all sort of nature patterns. They're all leaves or flowers, okay, very beautiful. And a lot of his patterns were repeated, okay, and he used to use a printing machine to do this. So his technique, he wanted to, well, what William Morris did was to make designs of floral patterns, so things you would see in gardens and in the countryside, and he wanted patterns that could be repeated many times by using a technique called block printing, and this was done on large pieces of paper to make patterned wallpaper. Okay, as technology got better and more advanced, he could improve his techniques, and then he started using printing machines and coloured inks to make them more beautiful. Okay, so he was a very influential artist, which means many people looked up to him and maybe tried to copy some of his work and liked his ideas, and this one was called Windrush. Tulip and willow, so obviously this pattern has some tulips and willows in. African marigold. Again, these are all 150 years ago. So before these, people were only used to seeing very plain wallpaper. And he created these with a lot more patterns and floral patterns on, which obviously people began to like. Okay, he's a bit more colourful here, and there's also some birds there. So again, nature was his influence. So plants, flowers, and birds, things like that were really the kind of patterns he was looking for. That one's very, very nice, very colourful. Lots of different flowers on that one, including the daisy, and this one's called Daisy. Okay, it's a very complicated pattern. So again, his machine would have taken that one bit of pattern and then repeated it one after the other to get a long bit of wallpaper with the same pattern on. And the strawberry thief. There's some strawberries here. It looks like the thieves are these birds who are going to try and eat them. So again, people who were living in the city, probably missing the countryside, maybe having this bit of wallpaper would have made them think about that and made them feel a bit more relaxed. The peacock and dragon. Okay, now your job for today is to take a look at these slides, or maybe even look at William Morris on the internet. And in sentences, can you answer the following questions? What is the name of your favourite William Morris painting? Okay, so maybe look back at the slides, or again, look on the internet, find your favourite one and write the name of that down. That's question number 1. For question number 2, write down why that is your favourite. So is it the particular colours, maybe what's on the wallpaper or on the picture, maybe like the bird ones, maybe like a particular type of flower. You can write down why that is your favourite. Number 3, write down what objects you can see in the painting. Now you might be able to just write down flowers, or you may know the names of the flowers, or you might want to even look them up. Okay, and that's number 3. Number 4, what colours can you see? Okay, are they some of your favourite colours? Is that why you've chosen that one? Okay, are there 2 colours, 3 colours, different shades of a certain colour? Write that down for number 4. And number 5, what objects would you use if you designed your own wallpaper? So William Morris designed his own. Okay, now you're going to have a think about designing yours. We don't want you to draw it or make it yet. We just want you to write down what kind of objects would you use. Now think, he was using things you would see out in the countryside, so flowers, plants, trees, animals you would find in the countryside. What would you do if you were designing wallpaper? Don't do that yet, because that is going to be tomorrow's task. So there's 5 sentences that you can be getting on with, all about William Morris and his style of wallpaper printing. Good luck with that. And if I can just come back to say goodbye to you. There we go. So goodbye year 1. Enjoy your work. Remember, don't do a design of your wallpaper just yet. That will be tomorrow's task, and I'm going to do a video about that shortly. Okay. Bye-bye.